Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is just the game that keeps on giving, whether it is review scores plummeting, player scores plummeting, or writers melting down over the backlash. You just can't seem to get away from this game, and now Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, hilariously, is already on sale not even a week after release. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube memberships. Now, of course, games go on sale. It is inevitable that one day Suicide Squad will end up being $5 or $10. It is what it is, right? But the problem for them is the fact that how quickly it is already going on sale. This is a Dexerto article. It says Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has just been released and the game is already seeing a nearly 20% discount on Green Man Gaming. This is actually a very big site if you've never heard of it. They have 200,000 followers on Twitter/X, and they do release or have brand new video game releases. And as you can see right over here, the standard edition is 18% off for $57.39, and the deluxe is the same amount at $81.99. And that means that this game is not selling. Something like an Elden Ring at launch wasn't on sale. Something like a Final Fantasy 16 at launch wasn't on sale. We are talking about a game that only released 6 days ago when I am recording and posting this video. That means that this game is not selling well, and we've already assume that judging by the Steam player counts, the numbers that it's topped out as, and the average over the past few days since release that it's been getting, which was just awful for them. But we've also heard that the physical sales seem to be off to a shaky start. And, I don't think we all expected this game to be the biggest release of the year by no means, but at the same time, I think we all expected this game to do half decent. At least Rocksteady was expecting this game to do half decent because, of course, it's part of the Arkhamverse. They tried to heavily market it that way. I think they also expected, because the 2 other Suicide Squad movies we've gotten over the past few years also did decent, that those fans would also be brought into this game. But I've got to be honest, I don't see any way, shape, or form that this game could magically start raking in the sales because of how negative the press surrounding this game has been. And of course, companies think all press is good press, even negative press, and that is just not the case. Of course, projects can definitely get quite a bit of attention and be bumped up maybe by a couple hundred or a couple thousand sales because there, are a lot of people talking about it on social media. But with this game, literally everything with it has been critiqued, from the story to the writing to the character choices to the visuals. I mean, the gameplay, there is nothing about this game, in my opinion, that is great except for the voice acting. While that is a big part of a game, it just doesn't make up for all of the other issues that this title also has. And if I was just a normal consumer and I was thinking to myself, hey, I actually want to go and buy this game, what are the scores for it? I would take one look at the critic and user scores and turn around and be like, there's no way. I would be running away from this purchase. I would feel bad for my credit card that I even considered swiping it on this purchase. I mean, these are some of the worst numbers I've seen for a game in a while. A 59 critics, so even the critics hated it, and a 3.8 user score. And I know that the Steam, overall review is sitting at a very positive. Do not trust that. It appears that they deleted thousands of reviews. I've already done a video on that, and I would not trust those scores at all whatsoever. No matter how many negative scores are being added to it, it consistently says very positive. It has not changed once since release, which is very suspicious. But the fact that this game is already at an 18% discount just kind of shows you everything you need to know. feel about this title. I mean, the first teasers and trailers for it were highly criticized. Then when we found Sweet Baby Inc. was part of the writing team, people were heartily disappointed. I also was extremely disappointed to see that, but then we actually saw the content in the game, the cringeworthy dialogue, the very generic story, the bad writing, and then it all kind of made sense that they were part of this, because there are a lot of quips in this game that, do stand for the message, that do promote the message. Harley is the one who, at the end, spoiler alert, ends up kind of being the leader. She, is stronger now that, Batman's not weighing her down, coming after her, and that the Joker isn't around anymore, and she doesn't actually need this Suicide Squad team, and she could do it all by herself. I mean, it is not a good game at all whatsoever. And now we're seeing the sales. I mean, it's already going on sale less than a week after release, which just screams desperation. It just means that they have far too many keys. They expected this game to be a bigger success, and it ended up not being. And it's just unfortunate that we had a brand new entry into the Arkhamverse, such an amazing series of games, and it ended up being this disaster of a title. And not only does Green Man Gaming have it on sale, but Amazon UK also does. The United States one does not. I did check, none of the editions are on sale, but as you can see, already 21% off on Amazon UK. This is absolutely hilarious to see. In my opinion, it is still $50 too expensive. I could see this game going for $5 in a clearance bin, roughly. That's what I would be okay with paying. I personally regret having to spend $70 on this pile of trash, because I know for a fact that I'm never going to replay it again. I may live stream the DLC just because I already have the game, and I'm sure many of you want to laugh at the cringe with me, but this game is just not worth it in any way, shape, or form. And if you've ever taken any advice from me on this channel, do not waste this much money on this title. Wait until it's in a bargain bin. And hey, if you ended up liking this game, that's awesome. I'm really glad that you did, because I still want bad games to be liked by someone. Just because I did not like a game doesn't mean that you instantly have to dislike this game. But I have not seen many people who have been praising this title, and I just think that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is going to go down as one of the worst releases of 2024, and honestly one of the worst video game releases in years. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, and of course found it important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.